Hi, and thanks for joining me for the third installment of It Happened in Coppell, a weekly podcast devoted to sharing Coppell stories. As always, if you enjoy the stories you hear, you can find more like them in my weekly column in the Citizens Advocate, as well as in my book, Legendary Locals of Coppell. Any questions or comments can be sent to ithappenedincoppell@gmail.com. The story I want to share today originally appeared in the Citizens Advocate paper under the name Death in the Sanctuary. Prior to 1984, Coppell's Methodist Church sat on the northwest corner of Bethel and Coppell roads. It was a small wood-frame building with a white exterior. Inside, there were 5 or 6 pews, a pulpit, and a small chancel area for the choir. Church historian Fred Conger recalls that the chancel area was so crowded that choristers sitting in the front row would often bump their legs up against the back of the pastor's legs when he stood at the pulpit. He also stated that the boards on the floor of the church had small gaps between them so you could see down to the dirt underneath the building. This allowed outside hot and cold to make its way into the church, as well as any organic smells that might be taking place outside. One particular summer, there was a putrid stench that filled the entire church for weeks. Church trustees and members searched for the source of the smell and finally determined that an armadillo had crawled beneath the building to die. One unlucky member was forced to go underneath the building and drag the carcass back out, granting relief to the noses of the congregation. Now, when I asked Fred about this story, I threw in as an afterthought, "So do you think that the animal died in a state of grace? After all, it did die beneath the church." Fred casually remarked, "Nope, died in the state of Texas." For May 2nd, I'm Sean Jex, and that's how it happened in Coppell.